Hello, everyone, and Enlightened is here. I don't know who else is here. I do hope that we have someone in the chat tonight. If not, I'm really anticipating a fun real talk with Ernesto from Enlightened Cafe. He also has another channel that I don't know the name of it. We'll find out. I know that he is an avid sky watcher. And I'm looking forward to learning a lot from Ernesto tonight. I do want you to keep an open mind. I'm sure that we see things differently, but I thoroughly enjoy my guest tonight, and I'm looking forward to chatting with him. I did send him the link, so I'm just waiting for him to pop in and find it. I will want to preface tonight's real talk. I may have some interruptions. I do have an emergency situation going on with my daughter-in-law, so I am waiting to get phone calls and texts from her, and I want to be available. So if that does happen, forgive me for that. This is live. Hey, Lorelei Johnson, I'm here and wouldn't have missed it for the world. Thank you for being here. I'm going to reach back here. I just heard my phone go off. And then I'm keeping it on. I usually put it on silence. Actually, I may be able to put it on silence because that's not who I thought it was. I'll just keep an eye on it. If it buzzes or something, I may have to interrupt you and mute my mic. I still don't see Ernesto here. Where are you? Let me check my Twitter in case he's messaging me over there. I guess I could put do you need me to put the invite in the chat? I've never really done that on my real talks because it could give someone else access to our talk, but I guess I could keep them behind the scenes if necessary. Oh, you need 2 minutes? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have went live. I have to sit here and entertain without you. Hey, bottle caps. What are you booing? Hey, Stephanie. Do you guys want me to just bore you with all my lovely details today? I had texted Enlightened. Should I call you Enlightened or Ernesto? I don't even know. I texted him probably a half hour ago, not even sure if I was going to be able to do my live tonight. My daughter-in-law is having a fever, the one that's pregnant, and I'm very concerned about her. So I had messaged with her a few different times, and I offered to take her to urgent care if she needed me. Hey, Mario, how are you? Good to see you guys. Stephanie, anything you want, Miss Kathy. It's great to have you guys here. And it's wonderful to support Enlightened. I look forward to learning from him. I wasn't sure about what to do with the thumbnail because the last time that Ernesto and I had scheduled a real talk, it was specifically on a topic. And that topic has since then kind of fly by the wayside. And he has so many different diverse topics going on his channel right now. I wasn't sure, what to put on the title tonight. So I just can't wait to hear about everything that's been going on with him. Mario says, I am fine, and you? Yeah, Stephanie, I think she's okay. I did convince her. She was going to go to work. She is a bartender, so that's just not smart. A pregnant bartender with a fever, especially with everything going around. So she was being a little bit stubborn, but I did talk her into. She was worried she may get fired, and I said, who cares? It's just not worth it. Get fired. So she is at a hospital right now, and I'm hoping to hear from her. Ernesto is a multifaceted person for sure. He is. I have thoroughly loved getting to know him these last few months. I'm thankful that he's coming on. I do know that he's, I've witnessed him not being on time or being real laid back. And it's funny because for me, on time is being 15 minutes early. So if I'm not 15 minutes early, I'm late. So the fact that he's making me sit here, wait for him. My daughter had a basketball game this afternoon. And it's beautiful weather we've had today. I don't have anything to talk about because I'm sitting here waiting. I'm waiting for him to tell me everything going on. Oh my goodness. Babies are the best. Congrats to your grandbaby. Well, you are a teacher. I had my grandson yesterday for a few hours. This is the 4-year-old. And I'm learning about him. I'm sad that I didn't get to experience his first 4 years because that's my specialty. But we had fun yesterday. I'm going to spend every Friday with him from here on out. And I look forward to getting to know him more and more. And I heard a beep. Here is our guest. Let's bring him up. My savior. I was dragging at you. Look at those eyes you've got on tonight. Wow.
You want me to change the color?
I like them. They're
like
ice blue.
Sorry it took so long. I have trouble getting the link from my laptop off of Twitter. So.
Oh, yeah. I vaguely thought maybe I should put it in the chat, but. So we have Stephanie here, and we have Mario from Main 3 Croft, and we have Bottle Caps and Laura Lee. Did I say her name right? Laura Lee.
Nice to meet you all.
And Rory Herbert is here.
All right, can you hear me? Any issues? Sound, video?
I can hear you just good. Stephanie says, Miss Kathy Cafe, hey!
I thought we were going to do this pre-recorded. I wasn't sure how we were going to go.
Oh, well, you can. We could tell everybody to go away.
No.
You know, I've had two pre-recorded. And everybody else has been wanting to just do it public, so I've just been kind of winging it. And I figured you go live all the time, so.
I'm a just wing it kind of guy.
Yeah. You have something you want to talk about that should be recorded? Let's just do it live. Let's be risky.
Live, right?
Yeah. We don't have nothing to hide, right?
Nothing to hide. Open books.
Those eyes are really freaking me out.
You want me to change it?
No. No, I don't. What did you do today? Tell me about your day.
I slept all day.
You did? Did you work the night? Did you work all during the night?
No, but I live streamed a lot last night.
Yeah? I missed it.
You missed it? I was all day, and then I was all night.
Oh, well, I haven't been on YouTube all weekend. So, living life off the tube.
Right? There's a life off the tube.
Uh-huh. Hey, you know what is interesting to hear when I hear people say they've slept all day? I have not ever done that in my life except for 2 weeks ago when I got sick. That's the first time I've ever slept during the day.
I usually don't, right? I usually go until I crash for a couple hours and then I get back up and start it all over again. But I guess today my body just had enough and wanted some sleep.
So tell me about your streams. What kept you on live that long?
Well, we had some interesting guests.
Mm-hmm.
We had a medical doctor.
Yeah?
Doug, right.
I know you're really into the coronavirus coverage right now.
I am. And it's not what people think it is, And it's not like I'm spreading false info. It's just that something bigger is going on, and it's not making sense right now.
Big in what way? What do you mean that people? It's not what people think.
Like
What do people think it is in your perspective?
I think it's like this real sickness, and people are dying from some kind of novel flu, novel coronavirus that just came out and it's sweeping the world by storm.
Are you afraid of it?
No.
Me neither. I hope no one in the chat has serious concerns about it. And if you do, maybe I can enlighten you.
Well, my message to everybody is just continue to do what you've been doing. Don't fall into the fear mongering. And it's kind of scary that they're trying to globally quarantine people. Like New Jersey's already scheduled to have schools closed and do homeschooling for up to 180 days.
Really?
Monday it starts.
Wow. I have something interesting you might think is interesting. I'm going to be teaching kindergarten every day next week. And the kindergarten teacher has a special greeting system. Every day she picks a different student that stands outside the door and greets their friends with a hug and hello and their name. So every morning I get to watch a different kid hug and greet and say hello to their friend 22 times.
Right.
So today I thought about that. I thought, what a great way to start your day, hug your friends. Today I was in a grocery store shopping, but this has only been 2 hours ago. And I'm a hugger. So I think this is a great thing. But I know there's a lot of parents out there that are thinking, I don't want my kid hugging 22 kids in the morning, especially kindergartners. They're full of germs. Anyway, I was in the grocery store 2 hours ago, and I ran into a friend that I went to high school with. I hadn't seen since college. We both were competitive college track athletes, but from different colleges. But I got to see her a lot at meets. So I did see her in college. So this has been, I'm 52 now. What are you in college when you're in your 20s? So it's been a long time since I've seen her. And I was in the grocery store, and she just, I guess, is in town visiting her parents or whatever. And as soon as I saw her, I was like, Amy, oh my God, it's been forever. And I go to give her a hug, and she pushed me away. She goes, no. And I was like, and she goes, I'm sorry, I don't want to be sick. And I go, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. How you been? And I just tried to get over the awkward moment. We did a little small talk, and I pushed my grocery cart away, and I was like,
oh. Miss Kathy went in and got denied, and it was awkward, huh?
That was so awkward. But it made me sad that
Some
you can't even see an old friend and give them a hug right now, or fist pump or whatever.
You could have. It's just a weird time right now with this thing going around.
It's definitely a panic epidemic going on. And I'm sad for those that are allowing that to happen. Because, well, for me especially, I'm a Christ follower. So I'm ready for him to come back and just end the world tomorrow. I mean, that's how I live my life. So You
don't believe in the catastrophe events?
It's not that I don't believe in them. I just don't live my life in a worry for them. I don't focus on any media hype or panic attack stuff going on with the world. I mean, the world is going to end. It's going to end. We don't know when.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It's going to get really ugly before it does.
Eventually, right? We're all going to die.
Yeah. So tell me what your doctor friend said yesterday. Did you learn anything?
We went over all kinds of stuff. And
do you still have the stream up?
I do.
How long is it?
It's about 5 hours, but he was only on probably for about not even an hour in there.
You know what I do when I see a stream I'm really interested in and it's that long? I go to playback speed and I put it on 2 times speed and just listen to everybody like a chipmunk, just so I can get through it really quickly.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too.
So you think it's worth it for me to go back and listen to your stream?
I didn't go back and listen to this one. I haven't had a chance yet. But I do want to go back and listen to that segment where I call him 6ix9ine. It's like 619 something. I just call him 6ix9ine. So when he's on there, I want to go back and listen to that part. I do.
Maybe you could download it and just re-upload only that part.
I don't know how to download off of YouTube yet. Do you guys do it from YouTube itself?
Mm-hmm. You go to Creator Studio. Once your live stream has been uploaded in the video, in Creator Studio in the Video Manager tab, there's a second tab for the lives. It's not in a video. It's not in the video tab, but it's in the live tab. And when you go in there, there's that three dots on the side of it, where you can edit your title and do whatever. But then there's 3 dots. If you select those 3 dots, it allows you to download it.
Every time I try to download it, I thought it said you got to be a premium member to do it.
I don't know what premium. What do you mean premium member?
Like a YouTube, isn't that like a premium feature? Have you ever downloaded a live?
Yeah, I've downloaded several of my lives.
Maybe I should try doing it off the laptop instead of the phone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that it needs to be done on the laptop, the desktop version.
Yeah, because I have way more memory on the laptop. I just don't use it. I do everything from the phone.
Yeah.
My whole channel, guys, is still built on my phone.
Mother Nature is here. She says she loves your eyes. 30-year-old Grom, hello. Thank you for coming back. I met him this week with another guest. Thank you for coming back. Roy says the eyes have it. And Laura Leigh Johnson. Can you see the chat?
I can.
Okay.
I don't know how updated I am, but love the eyes. Hola. Hello, Cafe. Hello.
Mother Nature is here. Oh, even on mobile, she says, you can type in your web browser free YouTube video downloader, and you can download any video.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've done the YouTube downloader too, but now I can do it for 2 hours. Yeah.
The YouTube downloader only will download up to 2 hours.
Oh. Yeah. Are you cooking? I heard your microwave. Is that you?
No, it's not me, but it is my microwave.
Oh.
It's the microwave in the house.
So you didn't tell me a little bit about yourself?
What do you want to know?
Whatever you'll tell me.
I like the questions. I like when you give the questions, because then I'm kind of like forced to give the answer, you know?
I can ask you some questions. Let me go grab my pile.
Just going to grab the pile, guys.
Let's see. Do you want to talk about coronavirus anymore?
Anything you want to talk about. I was going to say the coronavirus, it's a bunch of bull crap, but
yeah,
there's something going on.
Well, it's not bull crap. I mean, it is a virus.
It's a flu.
But it's a flu.
People die from the flu.
Yeah.
And they don't cause, quarantine.
I mean, it's definitely more serious than like influenza A or B right now, because it can be deadly, especially for people with very weak immune systems, and
And I don't know if you've been paying attention to some of the stuff that I've been saying. Look, and I'll say it here too. Like I
well, not this weekend. I haven't been online this weekend.
Don't have receipts for everything. Like nothing comes with a receipt. There's nothing that says that this is this and that is that. And if you do get some kind of receipts to say this is this or that is that, where did you get it from? Right? You got to check your sources, because for one, you can't believe everything the mainstream media tells you. You can't. It's sad.
No, you cannot. I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Day and age where fake news is the real news. But you got to really see what's going on, and what they're pumping here is like a worldwide quarantine. This ain't just in Italy. This ain't just in France. This ain't just in China. This is Iran. This is Japan. This is China. This is America. There's
a lot of people that are afraid to travel because they're afraid they're going to get put in some quarantine room and.
Exactly, and that's what they want. The major players right now of the world, the elites, whoever it is, have this thing going on, and it's a worldwide agenda. Whatever they're pushing, it's not just in one country. They're potentially could shut down our stock market, which potentially could lead to food shortages and people out of work.
Yeah, the hotel industry is really suffering. and all the event planner type people, and big events are being canceled, and so it's definitely hurting.
The airline industry is suffering right now.
Angel Munoz Variety Show. Hey, Mama Kathy, can you tell Enlightened Cafe that he is welcome to my coffee house anytime and that I love him?
Love you too, brother. Thank you. Angel's great.
He's a sweetie. I had him on my show. Okay, are you ready for a big question?
I am.
All right. We're only into March right now, so think about this year ahead. What are you going to do for the first time ever in your life?
The first time ever in my life, I'm seriously considering traveling, like off-grid traveling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might not total nomad, going into the wild, so to speak,
Are you a nature boy?
Sort of, but I want to get more into that,
Yeah, like jump in a RV and head up the mountains and try to survive,
so to speak. Right.
Wow. Would you take anyone with you?
Potentially, and I don't want to put them out there, but yeah, there's a couple people that were
online friends.
Ooh,
that could be risky. Have you ever gotten together with someone that you've met online?
I have.
Yeah. How'd that work out for you?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep. I met a really good connection online. Not like a love interest, but we're like friends. We're homies,
Yeah. Have you spent more than 48 hours with them in person?
No.
That's what I mean.
That'll be the tell-all, right?
I wouldn't go off the grid with someone that you haven't met.
Either way, that's my plan. I want to try that,
I've met a handful of people online and been with them for over 48 hours.
How'd that work out? Some
beautiful moments. But I wouldn't do it off the grid. And you know what I've found is, like, let's say you meet me in my home, or you meet me in a different state. I think people are different when they're in their home versus if they're traveling and they go meet someone. I've found that. I've met a friend where we were both in mutual territory, like in a condominium or something away from our homes, and had a blast. And then that same friend I've met and visited in their home, and it was like night and day. It scared me. So I was like, who are you? Like, what is going on here? And I was
and I can understand that.
I was taken back.
They get comfort levels in their elements. You know what I mean? Like, different elements will give them different comfort levels. And some people become more reserved, or they'll put like the walls up.
Well, and when you go on vacation, you're more relaxed, you're a different person, right? I mean, and then you come home and then it's like you're faced with life and you're faced with reality. So I think that it's different. I really do. I feel like it's different.
Well, I've done this before. Me and a couple of my cousins, we went just totally down the shore for a whole summer with no plan, no money, no nothing. And we made it work. It was like one of the best experiences of my life. So I want to kind of like step out of my comfort zone, like all the way to the max, and kind of prepare myself for the day if the grid does go down.
Do you have the capability of just walking away from the life you have right now?
At this second, no.
What's holding you back?
I have a few obligations that need to be fulfilled, which will end soon.
Yeah. Now you're a dad, but how old are your kids?
19 and 22.
Okay, and they're independent? Are you still having to support them?
I don't know about independent, but my daughter lives in Philly. Mm-hmm. She's more so independent. My son lives in Florida with his mom.
Okay. So, do you still have responsibilities with them?
I mean, not so much. I'm in New Jersey, stuck here.
So stuck? You're stuck in Jersey?
Yes.
What do you mean you're stuck?
I have a few obligations, like legal obligations that I'm.
Care to share?
I'm on probation. I mean, no big deal. It's probation, but.
What are you on probation for? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. So just say, I can't talk about that online, Miss Kathy. That's your out.
I can, but it might shock you.
Oh, you can't shock me. Impossible.
Armed robbery?
Yeah.
Shocking, right?
Do you want to tell me about it?
It's dumb. New Jersey has this law where if you shoplift, it can turn into a robbery, and that's kind of what happened to me. It's like a misdemeanor turned into like an extreme.
Did you take something worth it?
No.
Never is, right?
Never is.
So when will your probation end?
Soon.
Yay.
Soon. Not soon enough, but soon.
Let's see what the chat's saying. Did we shock any of the chat?
Probably.
Oh, and awe of Donna Moore and Remy Moore. In awe of Donna Moore. In awe of Donna Shaw and Remy Moore. Hello, how are you? Mother Nature says be prepared, not scared. Donna.
Yeah, so I mean.
I would love to be Donna Shaw too.
Yeah, Donna Shaw is awesome.
She had a great parody she did today. That's something that blows me away is people that can write songs and just whip up lyrics.
I got to catch up with her stuff because I seen at like 3 a.m. she did like a Ranch Am's Greatest, like a Piano Man, I think it was.
Donna said she thought you were in your 30s. How old are you?
I am 42.
You're exactly 10 years apart. Don't say you're an old man if you're 42.
I'm old as hell.
No, you're only as old as you think you are.
Well, I don't think I'm old.
You knew that. Although sometimes I have this like turkey neck thing going on, and I'm like, wait, why does that have to happen?
I mean, do I feel it some days? Absolutely.
Down the shore, Rory from the UK seems to know down the shore. He says it's such a Philly and New Jersey expression.
It is.
How do you know that, Rory?
Down the shore, guys.
Mother Nature says, I know those eyes are not real, but it looks so captivating. It's like that day that you and I had, we got on panel impromptu, and I had that Halloween like skull looking makeup on.
Is that the effect that I'm having on you right now?
No, I'm used to them now. I mean, they're very cool. It's like
you had a whole setup going on though. You had a whole.
It was that skull, whatever that filter is, skull face or something.
Yeah, you had a whole sugar skull.
Mother Nature says, very handsome for 42. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Mother Nature says, gobble, gobble. Now everyone's going to be looking at my neck because I pointed it out. Oh.
Well, that's part of being human.
Yeah. Donna's going to be 57.
Nobody's perfect.
So you are blessed with handsome looks, and I know that there are many women that love to just, think of you as eye candy. Does that get old?
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a whole person there, like.
Does it make you untrustworthy of women?
I think I'm naturally untrustworthy anyway of humanity.
Does it make you feel cheap?
No, it doesn't make me feel cheap.
With you.
But I am naturally question everything type of guy. I don't want to say paranoid.
You should, especially online.
Yeah, especially. I mean, if you can't trust.
You and I both know. Remember the incident we had going on about 2 months ago?
If you can't trust the internet, who can you trust?
I don't trust anyone.
That said person came to my live last night and wants me to like return and bring people back to their channel. No, I'm not even dealing with that. Just block them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'm not even dealing with the buffoonery.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe in that there's a bad person out there, but there's just a lot of instability, you know?
Right. And if you're not working on being a better person, then I'm just not going to deal with you.
Yeah. All right. You ready for another question?
I am.
Okay. So you're going off the grid. I got to remember that. What's the bad habit that you want to get rid of?
Cigarettes.
You smoke.
I do. And I cuss. There are two that I'm working on, but I'm doing really well.
You made me cuss.
I know. And you did it
How'd
so
that
good.
make you feel? That was fun. That was actually a fun night. For those of you who don't know, I was I on your panel? Yeah, I came up on your panel. And you guys just kept dropping the F-bombs, and I happen to say, I just don't naturally say cuss words. I never have my whole life. They just don't come out of my mouth, and I said I would feel silly saying it. You guys were all
I've done really good.
Peer pressure and made me say it.
I was on Emily Shane's last night, and she's like, "You want to cuss, brother?" And I really did, but I didn't. Like I was holding back. You know.
Why did you want to cuss, especially on Emily's stream? Did you get? What is cussing, though? Think about it.
It's a habit, right? It's like something that you've done so long in your life, and then you get on somebody else's channel, it comes off wrong. So I got to be more mindful when I'm on other people's panels, it's not my own.
For me, I mean, like there's a cussing and then there's saying the same word in almost every other sentence. I mean, truck drivers, military men, my son, I mean, he says, I fucking had to go over here the other day, and he's not mad. But then there's cussing. For me, cussing is wrong because it means you're lazy and you're losing your temper. But a lot of people say that F word just like in a normal conversation, like, this is fucking great, or, look at that. Look at that. I mean, it's just a language that they just hear and they say. I don't think that's wrong. But when you're cussing and you're losing your temper, I think that's a bad habit that you need to get rid of. Is that something that you feel is your habit?
The people that aren't in America don't understand that these are not United States. There's regions here. It's like, could be different countries at times, and I'm in the Northeast corridor, which curses a lot, just known to curse. They're not rude people. Like you said, they're not angry. They're just, every other word is, I went to fucking church the other day. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of stuff.
Mother Nature wants to know if I've ever been a counselor or something related. No. Just lived a lot of life.
Florida's different from where you're at, and California and Texas, they're just different regions. There's like a whole different worlds at times.
Yeah, it's just a language. But I don't think saying the F word all the time is cussing. So in my perspective, when someone says I cuss a lot, I have to dig deeper and say, are you angry a lot? Are you losing your temper a lot?
I'm not angry. I'm not losing my temper a lot. I just cuss a lot. So that's one habit that I want to replace with, and I don't want to be lazy. I want to put actually thought and effort into not cussing a lot. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
So cussing and saying one word, like the F word?
Just casually saying it, because it's trashy at times. It's not appropriate in every situation.
So what word could you replace it with?
I don't know, but I'm just not going to say it. I want to think before I speak at times. I'm going to practice that.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's going to be tough.
It is, but I'm doing it. I've been doing it, so.
Awesome. I'm going to be listening.
Maybe a swear jar would be in order, huh? That might help.
No, but if you want me to point it out, well, I will.
I think you do a good job already. Like when you come into my
Remy says you sound funny when you cuss, Miss Kathy. I know. It's like because I'm speaking a different language.
At first, when you were cussing, you were like, you had it on mute.
No, of course I lose my temper, and I've said cuss words. I think I typed you a cuss word tonight. Did you get my text earlier?
Did you cuss me a type word?
I think I did.
Oh my God. You texted me a cuss word.
Uh-huh. I think it was shit. Because it was like 20 minutes. I hadn't heard from you. Did you not get my text?
Not on the phone. Was it in Twitter?
I probably texted someone else then.
You probably did.
I looked up your phone number that you gave me a really long time ago. So it's probably not even the same phone number. Let's see. What's the chat saying?
Well, I haven't seen it in anything, so I think you might have.
I must have the wrong number. When we get offline later, I'll tweet you the number that I tweeted. I basically said, shit, my daughter-in-law may need me. She's pregnant with a fever. I may not be able to go live tonight. That was like at 5:36.
Well,
but she's okay. And for those, I was talking about her before you came on. They tested negative. She tested negative for the flu. So she was going to go to work. So this is the waitress that the daughter-in-law that is a waitress at Hooters, and she has a fever and she's pregnant. She was going to go to work, and my son is away at drill and she can't get a hold of him, and she's been trying to get a hold of him all day, and he's in the Army, and so he's, when you're at drill, you can't be getting on your phone. So I had to talk her out of going, especially with all the coronavirus hype going on. You don't want to be a bartender with a fever.
There's a lot of coronavirus hype going on for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's flu season.
Well, there's so much.
In general, she shouldn't go to work as a bartender with a fever.
They're talking about quarantining money now. Any money from China, any different banks from out of the country.
Yeah. Money is very filthy.
It is really filthy. But the thing is, do you really want a cashless society? Do you want everything to be paid for on your phone? Do you want every transaction that you do to be taxed?
I mean, do you handle money a lot? I hardly ever see money. I do everything on my phone. Yes, I do everything on my phone.
Say you go to a yard sale and you want to buy something, you shouldn't have to pay tax over and over and over again on things, and that's what it's going to amount to.
Right.
You pay a new tax when something's new, and then when you go to resell it, they're going to want like a resale tax. It's too much taxes, guys. We need to stand up and end this malarkey.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. Donna says, okay, I have to go now. I will watch the replay. I'm a big fan of Miss Kathy and Enlightened both. Epic interview. Say goodbye to Lori Johnson for me. Miss Kathy, she is blind.
We love you, Donna Shaw.
Lori Johnson, is she in the chat? Or Laura Lee? I didn't know she was blind.
Have you ever considered getting Donna Shaw up here?
I've had Donna Shaw on my show.
You have? Recently?
Mm-hmm. It was my first season.
Oh, okay.
And
Miss Kathy got seasons. Okay. I gotta go
this
back.
This is my third season? Third season of Real Talk? I think so. Yeah. Donna was in my very first season. Remy says his dad invents cuss words. That's what I was saying. So instead of using F-bomb, you could come up with another word.
I am. I've been working on it. Like, I've been practicing some of the other ones.
You could say fudge.
Fudge, frick.
No, frick. I don't like frick. I never let my young kids say frickin' or freakin' or nothing. So I stop all that early on with little kids.
Shuts it down.
You got to teach kindergarten next week. I'm not gonna ask you that question. Hang on.
What?
I'm just looking through my questions. That's kind of the same general thing that we talked about earlier. What's the one thing that would make your year great? Green eyes.
Financial freedom. That would make it great.
Well, living off the grid would certainly help that.
Living off the grid will help that. You're correct. Well, there's going to be a lot of trial and error. Like I said, there's no guarantees when you're doing this sort of thing, right? But there was a guy, his name was, I call him Alexander Supertramp. He wrote a book. You ever heard of it? It's called Into the Wild.
No, but I love the album Supertramp.
It's this guy. His name's Chris something or another, right? And
your eye is like in your finger now.
It is
like
right?
floating off your finger.
There's a guy named
Leah.
Chris, and he had a good life. He was a young kid, right? And he was going to college. He saved up a bunch of money, and he just had enough one day, and he just went off the grid. And he drove around for a while. Then his car broke down. Then he hiked across the country and did different things. Like he ultimately died in Alaska, where he made a fatal mistake of storing some berries or something, and they got bacteria, and he died. But that at the point where he just did that, right? He just gave up everything and he went on that adventure. I'm sure he had like the best time. He probably lived like 5 lifetimes in a span of however long it took for him to meet his demise,
So if you go off the grid, are you going to document it in some way? Like you're going to write a journal, or are you going to have a camera where you video? Or
I don't know. I thought about that. I don't want to have anything linked to the ether for sure.
Mm-hmm. But you could have like a video camera or some kind of recording device where you could talk into it, or tell your thoughts every day.
Right. Now, we'll see, because that might be another responsibility, like worrying about that.
So, would you stay in contact with your kids still and everything, though? Or are you talking completely?
Well, completely for a little bit, at least as long as I can off the grid. It's like a test.
Do you feel like you're running away from something?
No. I feel like I've stood around for too long, and I have denied myself, if anything.
So are you still going to socialize with other people while you?
Yeah. That's part of it. I'm a social person anyway, so this is kind of like something that I've been wanting to do, that I've like shelved, to do all this other stuff that people in the world deem normal and become part of the society. I know for a fact that I'm not going to get a job and be happy working in a fucking factory for. See, now you're getting me animated. Like, I'm not going to be happy working for 20 years in a factory doing some dumb stuff that doesn't challenge you in any way, shape, or form. Like all night, I'm like a robot.
Don't you think factories are necessary?
No, they're so unnecessary.
In what way? Somebody has to do it.
In general, America's a bunch of fat, lazy bastards. We're consumerists. We don't use things like we should. We overindulge on every level, and it's sickening to me. And I'm part of it. Like, I've been part of it.
And maybe you should, think about the value that the factory that you're working in right now has for other people. And maybe it's just your perspective you need to change.
My perspective is never going to change, because it's like built on the monetary system, which I hate. Money is nothing. It's the root of all evil. And it's a necessary evil at this point. I can't help it. I was born into it. To break away would be amazing. Maybe I am running from that, But I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to work for the man no more.
Yeah.
I want to work for a purpose and reconnect.
I hope that happens for you.
Because really, you own a house, right?
No, we don't own a house.
You
still make payments.
I'm saying they could come take that from you at any time. Even if you owned it, you still got to pay taxes. You never own anything. You're never free. Life is so much more than going to a factory every day and repeating, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Like, are you truly happy every day doing what you're doing? I'm not. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm not. I hate my life right now. I hate it. I'm doing it because it's what I got to do. Like, I'm not going to run from my obligations. I'm going to fulfill them, and then it's me time.
You're going to see out your obligations, and then you're going to truly find happiness.
Well, I'm going to look for it. If it's there, well, like.
Do you know truly where happiness is?
Yeah, it's in your heart, and my heart's not in this life that I'm living.
Well, maybe that's the issue. Maybe you need to put your heart into it. I'm just giving you a different
dead end.
outlook.
People call these dead end jobs for a reason. I live in a place where it's, you don't make a living wage. It's it's pointless. I don't feel like I'm going to have a good quality of life if I continue to do the same thing. I'm getting the same results I've always gotten. So unless something changes, nothing's going to change.
So when you wake up and you go to this factory and you go to this work, do you walk in there thinking today's going to be different, or do you say
no? I know it's going to be the same. I know it's going to be the same.
What if you woke up? What if you woke up and the next time you went to this factory and you said, "This is just an idea," and you said, "Whoever I come in contact with today, I want to give glory to God, and I want you to help me be a purpose for that person." And you made such a big difference to the person that you came in contact with that it completely changed your life. What if you went and tried to do that every single day? No matter where you were, no matter who you met.
The first thing I do is say a prayer when I wake up, just I thank God. I'm super grateful, Miss Kathy. I am. I'm grateful.
Oh, I know. I mean, I've had conversations with you about it.
Like I'm not.
But you're still waking up and going to a place and saying, this is going to suck.
Well, so I know, in my mind, I make the best of it.
Maybe you can say it won't suck. Maybe because you're there, it's going to be amazing for everyone else around you.
I mean, I'm cool and all that, but I can only take people to like a certain level, and I do. I'm friendly. I talk to people that don't even speak my language, I laugh. I'm a character at work. I do things to make them laugh.
See, how do you think all those people would feel if you didn't come and make a difference for them? Well, maybe that's your purpose right now.
Maybe they'll be the difference maker, when I leave. Somebody else will fill in that role.
Well, I mean, you can't be their happiness, though. They have to find their own happiness. I'm just trying to tell you.
I know this, right? From my experience, I'm disposable. Like at any minute, I can be replaced by another person. There's 40 people probably waiting to take my job. Do you think they care about me? No.
No. Business is business.
Business is business, right? So I go do what I got to do. Right?
Yeah. Remy says, I'm the same way about repetitive work. I think factories should be automated. No need to punish people with repetitive labor. When a machine can do it, people should be allowed to progress. 30-year-old Grum says, for the dream! Did I say that right? 30-year Grum.
Yeah. And think about this. Like, we'll get comfortable. We're comfortable right now, right? We're comfortable. We got heat. We got food. We got shelter. We got everything we need, right? So to speak.
Yeah. No. That's true. We could be sitting in a cardboard box right now.
Ask yourself this question, right? What happens if all this gets snatched away from you in a blink of an eye? Because it's possible. People seem to think it's not possible because you got all these creature comforts, but it's so possible that all this.
It truly is. I believe that too. I mean, I wake up every day and put my feet on the floor of my bed and immediately go to God and say thank you. And then I go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and try not to be hard on myself. But I do. I look in the mirror because I feel like I see myself more, and I ask God what's on the agenda today. Whoever I see, help me make a difference and make sure it gives you glory. And I mean, if I don't do that, my day sucks. And it can be 2:30, 3 o'clock before I realize I didn't do that morning. And I have to catch myself because, of course, I have bad days. Of course, I have days where I want to cuss or say my life sucks or, this or that, or not be happy. But I mean, it's a hourly thing. Sometimes you got to remind yourself that happiness,
day to day, minute to minute, right?
Yeah. So
I believe
the King is here. Do you know the King? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good.
Hi, the King. How you
Mother
doing?
Nature. Just another brick in the wall.
Again, going back to that, I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful. Like I said, there's a lot of things to be grateful for. A lot of things. And I did a video, right, the other day Well, I think you may have even commented on it. The one where it was like all glitchy, and I was like, "Your world has ended."
That was really creative.
And
I think that's probably one of the best videos you've made.
Right, and that was before the coronavirus thing really kicked off. But that video may become a reality.
Yeah, that was good. You need to figure out the right tags to put on that because everybody needs to go see that. You should put the link in the chat right now. You know how to do that?
I do.
It's a really, really good video. Very creative. I was pleasantly surprised, actually.
It's actually satire, right?
Yeah.
It is, but it's designed to make you think.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Let's find it. Let's find it. I'll find it real quick.
I caught some grief over that video,
hold
too.
On. I'm sorry, I didn't mute my channel. You did? Like, what kind of grief?
People saying not to tell people to do certain things, but the moral of the story is appreciate the life.
I watched it pretty early, so I didn't see a whole lot of comments on it. What was it titled? I'm going to put the link. I'm on your channel right now.
There's so many probably with the same sort of titles, like coronavirus, something or another.
It was pretty short, though. It wasn't a 19-minute one. Let me find it.
It's the one that says the video has been removed for violating YouTube's policy on hate speech. The marker. 12 up, 12 down. Can you believe that?
Is it coronavirus trending? You buying this?
Coronavirus
16 minutes death update. Okay, I'm gonna put the link. Property. Can I do it in StreamYard?
You can. You can even play it here if you want.
Okay, you can do that. I'll put the link first.
Remember, guys, it's just meant to make you think, and appreciate the life you have now, because at any moment it could be.
Mother Nature says, what is his channel about? First time here, first time seeing him. Tell us what your channel's about.
Well, I'm a truther. We do things related to what we deem truth, things that we see, flat earth, chemtrails, round earth, God. We tackle the tough topics, and I'm open-minded about it. I don't say, oh, because I'm a flat earther, you're not welcome, because you are welcome. Everybody's welcome to come. And you can convince me the earth is round, and I can try to convince you the earth is flat, and we'll have amazing streams and conversations. Bigfoot, Dogman, UFOs, ghosts, spirits, light.
What are your thoughts on Bigfoot now that you brought him up?
I think that he's real.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think there's some Neanderthal, gorilla-looking man living in the woods?
Yes, I do. I think he's more than just a Neanderthal. I think he's one of us.
Do you think there's several of him or just one?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely clans of Bigfoot.
It's a little bit more believable now if you believe that there's several of them.
You got to understand, though, these things don't have Facebook. They're not programmed on the grid. They don't have electricity. They're highly tuned to the earth. You know what I mean? Their sight has got to be amazing in nighttime. Their smell's got to be like, a shark could smell blood in the water from miles away. So I imagine Bigfoot's the same way. It could smell things.
Do you think Bigfoot is human?
On some level, there's got to be a connection. The DNA's got to be there. Some type,
You don't think he's an alien?
No, I don't believe in aliens. I believe in angels and demons and interdimensional beings, but I don't believe in aliens.
So what do you think Bigfoot is?
Possibly one of the Neophilim.
What?
One of the giants from the Bible.
Just still walking the earth today?
Yeah. I mean, every civilization has stories of giant creatures.
But in the Bible, they were all washed away during the time of Noah.
But were they really all washed away?
The Bible says so.
The Bible, yeah, I mean, for the most part, they probably were.
Some just came out of the rocks, huh?
What about the Kandahar Giant? Have you heard about that?
No, enlighten me.
That is the one that I guess United States Army or Navy SEALs had to go into a cave and kill.
When was this?
In Afghanistan when they were looking for bin Laden.
What'd they do with it?
I mean, it's one of them things. The government's not transparent. I heard they killed it and they swooped it away. They took it away. Hush, hush.
I never heard that one. If you guys in the chat heard that. What do we got going on in the chat?
I'm chugging along. I can't complain. Enjoying my last night in my 20s. Happy birthday, Ability Mom of 2 vlogs.
Aw, she's so beautiful. Do you know Ability Mom of 2?
Donna Simo said, I'm not a truther, but I think it's ignorant and arrogant to believe we are here and it's not possible for some form of life to be out there.
I would agree with that. Donna Simon. Oh, I love you. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh. I was connected with Donna Simon back in 2011. She comments every once in a while on my videos. Thanks for being here. She's amazing. Donna Simon is one of these, I've never met her personally, but she's one of my connections I met when I first found out about YouTube. And I would get on her channel and she is so real that, you know, you just find somebody and you connect with them and you know they're just talking to their camera, but you can just tell how authentic they are. That's Donna Simon. I love you, girl.
That's how I built my channel, believe it or not. It was just me and my phone.
Yeah.
And when you get like in that zone and you can talk into your phone or the camera, it's so true that you can actually feel the connections with people.
Yeah, that's how I vlog. I mean, you know, I pick it up and be like, hey, YouTube, and then I just spill my guts. Sometimes I go back and listen and think, okay, no, I can't share that. So I have to delete.
You're definitely one of the realest ones.
I try to be really real. I want to be myself.
So who else is out there? Yeah. What was the other thing?
Rory's asking you something. What's Cafe's best or worst experience of Long Beach Island?
LBI.
Enzo, my buddy that was on my Real Talk last week, talked about Long Beach Island.
I would say my best experience is probably not ever going there. And my worst experience is Jersey Shore. You know, the douchebag meatballs that made all the Italians from New Jersey look terrible. Like pompous pricks that just want to work out and tan. Like, because that's not how the Italian community is in New Jersey. You know, you get a few meatballs and they want to get together, and they gave us our whole East Coast Italian community a bad name.
There's a question for you. Do you believe the mountains and other structures are the old giants?
Yes. Miss Kathy, we have pyramids, we have structures that could not possibly have built by human hands.
Oh my God, I was just talking about that the other day. Like how, I was talking about that with my 12-year-old. She asked me, she's like, how did they build the pyramids? I was like, wow, that's a deep question, Jesse.
Well, they had ancient knowledge, right? They were either bigger and stronger, or they had machines to aid them in machines that we don't have today. Because them bricks are heavy and they're cut perfectly. And even like the Great Pyramids of Egypt are lined with constellations of the stars, and they hold so many different mathematical equations in them.
I know, it's mind-blowing.
There's too many to be a coincidence, right?
Good question.
So to say that we're just here and we built all these things and we're just the greatest civilization to ever walked would be ignorant. We're not the greatest of anything. I feel like we're the worst of anything. We're the worst of the human species right now.
Have you traveled a lot?
I've been every state from here to Michigan on down.
What's the most beautiful place you visited?
Illinois.
Really?
Yeah,
because you're a flatter.
I'm a mountain guy. Like, I like the terrain up there.
There's no mountains in Illinois. Illinois is completely flat.
Well, like Pennsylvania, right? Like that kind of terrain. There is. There's like when you go up northern Illinois, it's got some stuff, right?
I mean, when I think of mountains, I think of maybe Tennessee or even Colorado. I don't
There's
think
a real
Illinois.
mountain. All right, maybe not the best choice of words, but I like that hilly terrain. I like that kind of atmosphere.
Yeah. Missouri. You should come to Missouri.
I should come to Missouri.
It's really close to Illinois.
I've never been, and I want to check it out.
Yeah, okay. I take my father-in-law
It's
2 or 3 times a week on a little hilly drive, and I just started taking him to this place because he's really into planes, and he was in the Air Force. He's a veteran. He was back in the Korean War, worked on the airplanes, but he's a little bit not really there in his head. But we go on these. There's probably 8 hills in a row, and it's all fall foliage and everything.
That would qualify as mountains to me.
Okay, so, but he does his little rudder. He's in the passenger seat. We're going down. We're going back up. Quite humorous. Oh, I wish I could video that.
I mean, hey, it's all about the simple things in life, right? Maybe that's
he loves it. He enjoys it.
At certain points in your life, you got to take what you can get, you know?
Yeah. Ready for another question? I feel like this is such a deep real talk.
It is, right?
More so than we usually do when I come in your panel. We're shitting the breeze. All right. What are you going to do in the upcoming year for your health?
Probably quit smoking would be the best thing.
Are you going to wait to do that, or are you already trying to quit?
I'm like down. I'm down.
I was going to say, how much do you smoke a day?
I've had this pack for a week.
Okay, well, that's good. That's promising.
Yep.
Are you going to do you're not going to do cold turkey? Are you going to take on something else? Are you going to do a patch?
I'm at the point now when I smoke, I don't even want to smoke it. I smoke probably a couple drags, and I'm like, why did I even smoke that? So.
Okay, good. That's great.
I've done this too. I've done 3 days without them, and I just bought it and I regretted it. So I'm gonna
think about the waste of money it is.
It is. I'm gonna smoke this last one, and I'm gonna see if I can go a week without smoking. And if I can go more than 1 or 2 days, I'm not even gonna buy it anymore. I'm just gonna be done with it.
Yay! I'm proud of you. I really hope.
I'm to that point though. I mean, I've stepped down tremendously. So
awesome. Let's see what else can I ask you. To whom do you want to give more attention?
To who?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. To who? I probably would say myself.
Oh,
not in a narcissistic type of way. Like I feel like I've been.
No, I think that's an excellent answer.
I feel like I've been trying to satisfy everybody else's needs, and I haven't taken care of myself.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I don't take care of myself either. No, I'm trying that this year too.
You're really good at it too. You're like the mother, the nurturer, the matriarch.
I'm definitely trying to pay more attention to myself this year.
And we tend to lose ourselves when we do that, right? You got all these things, you got to take care of it. It has to get done, because if Miss Kathy don't do it, who's going to do it, right?
That's right.
And then by the end of the day, you wake up at 7, you're doing all your things.
Yeah.
The day's gone, and Miss Kathy didn't get what she needed.
No, I know. I've definitely tried to be a little bit more selfish. I think it's important to be selfish. That's right. I mean, yeah. And I don't think that's narcissistic at all.
She said you have orange. Let me see if I got orange for you, Mother Nature.
She says she likes the purple too.
There's orange. Because I'm a Bears fan and a Flyers fan, so I love the orange. Orange and blue and orange and black.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is... You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you.
I wouldn't have a choice not to believe you, really.
I really love soccer.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's hard to find like on the TV. So I really love that. Like it's one sport that I look forward to catching when I can.
Do you play a sport?
When I was a kid, I played football and baseball.
What position did you play in football?
I was like one of them kids that played like everything at some point. You know, we did. That's how when we played football, that's how it was. You played running back, wide receiver, linebacker, all kinds of stuff. Running. You never know what you were going to play that day.
When's the last time you threw a football or caught a football with a buddy?
Probably for 2016.
Oh, not too long ago.
Yeah, a bunch of us guys got together and decided to play like tackle football. And I realized like, my mind goes way faster than my body.
Yeah, but you should do that every once in a while. I was throwing a football yesterday.
It was great, right?
Trying to teach my 4-year-old grandson how to throw a football.
I was just happy I was able to tackle people still. You know, like I wasn't able to catch people. I wasn't that fast anymore.
Donna says figure skating.
Figure skating's pretty cool.
I can't skate. I cannot skate. And I don't think I would try right now. I'd end up killing my back or something or breaking my leg.
I love baseball, like I said, but that Houston Astros thing just kind of like, and the way they handled it, like I'm kind of done with baseball. Kind of done.
I don't know what happened with the Astros.
Well, they got caught cheating.
Oh.
They won multiple World Series cheating. It's like football. The New England Patriots won multiple championships cheating.
So what did they do about all of it?
Nothing. They fired the coach or whatever, and the team came out and made a mockery of their apologies. And, yo, guys, baseball tickets aren't cheap. If you're listening, Houston Astros and Major League Baseball, people work and they pay hard.
I never even heard any of this. Can you believe that?
For overpriced tickets. And for you to cheat us of, you know, potentially our favorite team that we root for from winning because you wanted to cheat and shortcut, you know, you wanted to circumvent the process. You're only ripping us off, and it's tragic as it is. Like, it's just one of them things that I don't want to partake in sports anymore. You know, I'll find some
baseball. If I had to watch a sport besides something my kid was playing, I would prefer to watch baseball.
You have an amazing stadium downtown. You have
the Cardinals. They're in their spring training right now in Jupiter, Florida.
I went back and I watched the old Phillies and Cardinals deal when you guys killed us. We were supposed to win. I
don't remember any of that.
We were supposed to win the World Series that year.
I just go there to have fun and eat hot dogs and drink beer and watch the games.
Poor stadium? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice stadium.
Beautiful stadium.
We try to go once a year. Chris gets tickets from his work, and we have a lot of fun.
Yo, I agree, Mother Nature. That's the other thing that turns me off is the salaries that these guys make.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I feel like you're the rock star. You should be making $1 million a year because you're
teachers should definitely get paid more.
You're indoctrinating the future generations of the world and people, like, again, but my perspective is fucked up, right, for saying it. Don't get me started, Miss Catherine. Like, my perspective is fucked up, right? Because you're training these kids ultimately for prison or a factory, right? When you should be training them for, you know, freedom and success and to enjoy a beautiful life. But that's not what's happening in today's society. You know, if you can bounce a ball, you might live a privileged life. But if you can read and write, there's no guarantee you're going to have a good job at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think teachers too, that not all teachers do it, but not all teachers teach life. There are some teachers that
when I say you in general, I'm not saying you're training them. I'm saying society has built a system to where we're training the next generation of kids for a factory or prison, one or the other. When I feel like as a society, we could do so much better. Maybe it's just me. Maybe
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Our society, our priorities are jacked up. It's not right.
30-year-old one says, footballers in the premiership are insane. Shame, medical, and emergency services didn't get that salary.
Yeah, they get hundreds of millions of dollars.
Remy says, I have to go to the grocery store. I keep putting off, but my stomach's encouraging me. And Mother says, be sure to wash your hands. Do you think those wipes really work?
Yo, I agree, Remy Moore. Exactly.
You think those wipes at the grocery store that they tell you to wipe your cart down with, do you think they really work?
Yeah, I guess, so does hand sanitizer and stuff like that, but it's creating this fear. It's spreading it. Don't do anything differently. If you're going to get the virus and God says it's your time, then it's your time, Miss Kathy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I do all the Germ-X and wiping, and my poor little knuckles right now are so dry because I've been washing my hands way more than I normally do.
You're more likely to die in a snowmobile accident than the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't worry about the coronavirus. I mean, my daughter just tested positive for influenza B on Monday, so she's been sick all week.
See, that's scary right now because the flu, the common cold, is what's killing people.
Yeah, she came down with a fever Sunday night, and Monday morning I took her to the doctor, and they tested her, and she tested positive, and she was quarantined to her bedroom until Thursday. But that's another thing. I feel bad for kids. Like Jessie sort of was ready to go to school Wednesday. She didn't have a fever all day Tuesday. And they say after 24 hours, they can go back to school or go back to doing what they need to do. But I kept her home until Thursday because I could. There's some parent, she's very privileged to be able to stay home because I told her, I said, some parents don't have childcare. They can't take off 4 days of work and keep their kid at home. As soon as their kid's fever-free, they got to go back to work and get their kid back in school. But she was still coughing, and she was still weak, and she was still snotty. And I said, no, you need to stay home. So I kept her home. Yeah.
That probably will change here. If it continues to trend the way it's going, like I said, New Jersey's closing 5 schools, I think, for coronavirus. It's going to get
unbelievable. Worse. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, it's happening.
But what are the parents going to do?
We're headed to a quarantine situation where everybody's going to be quarantined, told to stay home, don't go to work, don't go to school.
That's nuts.
Nuts, right?
So businesses are going to fail.
This is the thing that I was trying to tell people to prepare a month ago.
And this is what your live stream was about? It was 5 hours yesterday?
It was 5 hours yesterday. But
who else did you have on? How did you find these people on these panels? Or did you just was live and putting the link in the chat and just people were coming in? Or
well, I knew
did you go out and seek these people?
I seek them. I go to these communities and I meet people, and like minds will, hey, this guy's interested, and I'll come over, and I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, yo, that guy's cool, and I'll go over. Like, I'm going to check out everybody in this channel, and I like Mother Nature, how she's talking, so she's probably got a good channel if she has one.
Yeah, I would like to have Mother Nature on my channel, or I couldn't remember if you wanted me on yours or you wanted to come here.
But, that would be great.
She does interviews as well.
And I would tell this, if you come to my channel, don't expect anything, and you'll never be disappointed, You're
a peacemaker, too. I mean, we were talking about being a truther, but you're definitely a peacemaker. You've had several different dramas in different communities and brought them together and had them hash it all out on your panels. That was good, too.
I want to use this word. I was thrust into the drama, right? And then when all the dust cleared, then you get accused of being the creator of the drama, which is crazy to me, right? But again,
my thing with the whole drama is I like to investigate and I like to try to figure things out. But then I have to look back and say, it's either not my monkey, not my circus, or I have to say, am I worth a purpose in this? Is there something that I can do to give God glory in it? And that's when I try to go offline or in a private message to whoever it is that I feel compelled to reach out to. And that's when I have to find my purpose in it, because you can get so wrapped up in drama and you can get so wrapped up in trying to figure out who said this or who said that. And you're sinning yourself. Like you're literally gossiping and becoming involved in it by just trying to figure it out. And that's what pisses me off when people go on a public forum and start talking about someone or something that happened, because then you have little old me who's back there going, oh, I think I know that person. And then I go to that channel and then I go listen to them, or I go look back and I start private investigating, and then I see myself like,
now you're caught up in it, right?
Whoever, what's that nosy bewitched lady, Gladys looks out the window. Who am I talking about? Am I aging myself? In the Gladys nosy neighbor.
Now you're full on into it. Now you're consumed.
Yeah, and I have to step back and be like, okay, you have no purpose in this. Or I have to ask myself, do you have a purpose in this? Like, is there something you can say, or is there that one person that you can reach out to and be like, is there something I can help you with? Like, can we talk about
the fellow that we had on, John Boy, right? Me and him were close. He was like one of my day one guys. We had a falling out. And I admit it was because of me. It wasn't because of anybody else. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault. It was because of me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I did some irresponsible stuff. I said some things I didn't mean, but I said them, and it caused a great divide between me and him. And not only that, it was irresponsible to the people that follow us, because
and I never knew who he was, and I still don't, but that's when I first met you.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was when I first came to your channel, and you were fighting. You were standing up for yourself. Yeah, that's when I first met you. I popped into your stream, and you were all pretty intense and telling everybody to F off. And I was like, man, this dude is angry, and he is mad, and he is getting to the bottom of it. And who's he talking about? Do I know any of these people?
We did. Ultimately, we got to the bottom of it. Through the hurt comes the healing, right? So
yeah, I was pretty impressed with the way he handled it, because I was like, okay, I'm going to stick around with this guy. I like the way he handled it.
My first impression of you was I seen you somewhere, and I went and watched one of your videos, because that's what I'll do. And I don't just...
My nose surgery one.
I did.
I was like, of all the videos, that's the one you picked. My gross booger.
I try to find the one that, like not the first one that you picked, because I want to go back and I want to find one that's so random.
So what was your first impression after watching my gross booger video?
I thought it was courageous that you even put it on the internet. So I was like, I commented, that was cool, whatever. And I was subscribed ever since, because I like when people can do that,
Oh my goodness, I know. I remember when you commented on that, I was like, oh my God, why? Why did he even pick that one?
Right, I did. I picked that one. And you're like, what the hell?
Sadly, I got reviewed, or somebody asked me about my channel, and they went to the videos that were the most popular, and those are the most popular videos, because they're not for people like to subscribe to. They're just gross videos, Like, what I've spent the last 2 days watching? Earwax extractions.
Yeah.
Like I love stuff like that.
What about the pimple popper? Do you watch them?
I don't necessarily like the pimple poppers, but I do like watching people dig wax out of people's ears.
I can't help it. It's like a sick thing. Like, I don't know.
It is sick. I can't believe I am admitting to that. But that's not something I would subscribe to. You know what I mean? So I expect those videos to have a lot of views, but I don't expect to get subscribers from those videos. And this guy was trying to get me to wrap my channel around the views on that, on the success of those videos. It's like, but that's not what my channel's about. Yes, I did go through that, and it was hard, and I want to help others who do that. But
yo, guess what? They put my video private. I never got any of my videos private, right? I did
Which one? The one with the The one I put the link in?
No. The one I did remember I was late to this show?
Yeah.
Well, before that, I was doing a promo to get people over here.
Okay.
And there's no views on it, and it's private. Huh.
Well, I appreciate you trying to get people over here.
So I'm going to reset that right now. It should not have
30-year Grom says, has anyone tried Chinese ear candles? I've seen those, and I've had a few people that I know have tried them, and it's not really earwax that the candle is pulling out. It's like some kind of carbonation from the candle or something. Doesn't work. Well, I mean, we've been on for almost an hour. I've enjoyed it. You don't have to like promote this or pull anybody over. Okay, he's muting. 30-year-old Gum says it feels so good. Did it work for you?
What?
No, we're talking about earwax again.
Are you ready to wrap it up?
We can.
I'm saying it's up to you. I'm here with you. And I wanted to say before we get off that I do a lot of panels, right? I do a lot of live streaming. That's true. But this is the one that I've been looking forward to since we set it up. You know, I've really been looking forward to this one. So you know.
I feel like we've just been like small talking though.
I mean,
I haven't really like dug into, you know.
We'll dig in if you want. You know, I'll put another cup of coffee in the cup and we'll.
I want to know more about you.
What do you want to know?
I want to know what makes you tick.
I mean, like
you're gonna run and go off there. Like, do you want to get married someday and have like? No. I know you already have a family and you have kids, and
I hate the whole idea of marriage.
I mean, you're always having women
thrust themselves. I don't want to get married. Like, I mean,
you want to date, and you know.
I don't want to get married because I feel like that's just a failing institution right now.
But do you want to be alone? Do you want to just live with someone, or do you want to just only have one partner?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not meant for this life. I feel like, you know, my physical presence in where we're living now doesn't coincide with my spirit. You know, like I'm an old soul. Like I have different values. Like if I feel like if I got married, it would be once. It would be to that person no matter what.
I mean, marriage isn't for every single person. Doesn't have to be married, but I mean, do you ever feel like you're lonely?
Yeah, at times. But then I remember.
What do you do when you feel lonely?
The relationships that I were in, they were good, right? They were cool for a little bit, and then I remember I was like, I felt codependent. And then when the time came, we broke up. I was like lost. I was heartbroken. I didn't know how I was going to survive. You know, I was going through all the emotions or whatever. And then I was like, you know what? I am truly free of that, you know? And I can honestly say, like, I've been more happier single than I have been obligated and tied into one person, you know, who I knew I wasn't going to spend the rest of my life with, but I tried every which way to make the wrong piece of the puzzle fit.
When you're really sad, who do you call?
Huh?
When you're really sad, who do you call? Do you have the same person that you call when you get really sad?
To call, honestly.
When's the last time you were really sad?
I'm often really sad.
And so what do you do about it?
I just...
How do you cope? How do you cope with sadness?
I talk to myself. I not talk to myself like crazy talk to myself, but you know, I do. I have conversations with myself.
Yeah.
Almost
so
like
I do a lot of self-therapy. I talk to the camera a lot.
Right.
Well, when are you most happy?
I don't know. I have like moments. You know, it's hard to define, but like when I'm outside and I see something like beautiful in nature, then I'm happy.
When's the last time you laughed out loud, like to where you were like almost peeing your pants?
All the time. I do all the time. And people think that I'm irresponsible and immature when it's actually the opposite, because I don't forget the times that I cried when I'm laughing. And if you watch my streams and stuff, I laugh quite often. I say the dumbest shit.
No, you do. I think that's awesome. I wish I laughed more. I'm way too serious.
A lot of people say that nowadays.
I take on one word every year. I've been doing this for 4 years, and my word this year is laugh. And I still don't. I can't tell you the last time I laughed till I peed my pants.
Mother Nature.
That's sad, isn't it?
It is sad. And
I can't remember. I giggle a lot, but I still have not had a really true laugh out loud moment.
And I try to take you out of your comfort zone with Kathy. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but when we're on panel with me, I try to get you to curse and say things and do things that you normally wouldn't do. Like I do.
I don't get embarrassed and I don't get surprised and I'm not shocked like you would say, like, well, this might shock you. Nothing really surprises me or shocks me. So
I say things and I catch you. You're like, oh man.
Really? I'm probably just trying to think of a comeback, probably. Mother Nature says I use you too. I'm just so serious. I'm way too serious, but I love that about me. I love being deep. Serious? I don't know. Donna says she wondered what my word was this year. Yeah, it's laugh. And I'm not wearing my necklace because I'm not really happy with it. I wear this bar necklace with my word on it, and this year I bought this necklace with all these charms on it and the scripture on it, and it annoys me, so I haven't been wearing it. Maybe that's my problem.
I don't know if she would want you to do this, but I want you. This is my challenge to you. Like maybe, hopefully Jesse's cool with it. Go do a TikTok video with Jessie and just be so.
Oh, I do TikToks with her all the time.
I haven't seen you in one yet.
Her accounts. She puts them private all the time.
I want to see you do that. All that craziness.
I do that all the time.
Yeah,
I'm always goofy.
Give us
goofy.
One.
I just don't think it's that. I just don't think things are funny. I make people laugh all the time.
I want to see you do a TikTok video with Jessie and try to keep up.
Well, let me see. I can show you some TikTok.
Yeah,
can you see a TikTok? I can get on TikTok on my laptop, can't
Remember when you were in KFC? She was doing that thing. She was doing all that craziness.
I don't know. Can you get on? Okay, I'll share my screen here.
Scott from Planet X News saying, we might have some people coming in because I just made that video on private, which is crazy, right? Because
share. Oh, I had to click on the screen. Okay. So how do can I go on TikTok? See, there's what's his face? Goof Dad. Must have been the last thing I watched. I don't know exactly how to get to my TikTok though. This is boring. You don't really want to see my TikTok, do you?
I want to see how comfortable you get.
I'm not sure how to find it.
We all should laugh at ourselves daily.
I laugh at myself all the time. Here. I don't know how to get to it. It doesn't let me search an actual video.
I know, it's so different from your phone to your computer, right?
Yeah. I know I have a TikTok album in my Facebook though. Let me just go to that.
I still got the same amount of views on every video. Like my views don't change. Kathy Hawkins, is that you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have said your name out loud.
Oh, that's okay. Everyone knows me. I'm looking for a TikTok album. How do I do it? Okay, I go to albums. Hang on. I know how to do this.
You know how to do it?
Yeah. There's a TikTok album on here. So Jesse's videos that I like, I keep them in an album so we can go back and laugh about them later. Because, we might want to do that somebody. It used to be Musically, right? Okay, here's one.
This is Miss Kathy TikToking. I can't hear it.
You can't?
Nope. Yo, what is up, Jeep girl?
Well, how do I make it? Do I have to share audio or something maybe?
Yep, you got to share audio.
Okay, share screen. Share screen. Click share audio. Click share. Okay. All right. Let's do this again.
Okay, when we go into this restaurant, you are 12. But, Mom, I'm not 12.
Can you hear it?
Kids under 12 eat for free, okay? If I say you're 12, you are 12.
Yeah. How do you get it to do that with the voice?
I don't know.
You don't know either?
Jesse knows. I don't know. Let's see if I can. What's this one? I think this is us.
Are we making a left, Grandma?
Right.
So we're making a right?
A left.
So we're making a left.
Right.
Are we making a left or right?
Left.
She's a crazy nut. Here's Chris. You want to see Chris?
Yeah, let's see Chris.
Boo, I'm a spooky ghost. You don't sound that scary.
You gotta watch that one
Boo,
again.
I'm a spooky ghost. You don't sound that scary.
Did you really slap him?
Yeah.
Boo, I'm a spooky ghost. You don't sound that scary.
Yeah, that was a good slap.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
Who knows where our life has come to, right?
I gotta get out of this. What's the chat saying? We lost everybody. They're like, I'm leaving. This is boring. Rory, you want to be my friend on Facebook?
Are we friends on Facebook or no?
I don't think so. I'm not friends with very many people on Facebook. I'm pretty personal on Facebook.
All right, so we won't be friends on Facebook then.
We can be friends on Facebook. You just have to find me.
It's okay.
Now everyone here knows I'm Kathy Hawkins.
I got denied. It's all right.
You got denied? Oh, I'll be friends. I'll be friends. Who is James Sarama? Stores in my area are running out of certain items because of the state of emergency. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't go out and feel like you have to buy them. It's probably stuff you didn't need anyway. Who's a cousin? Is NJ Jeep Girl your cousin?
Yo, what up, guys? I am live on Miss Kathy's. I'm sorry. I did a promo for that earlier, so it didn't get published. It went private. If you guys can, please, whoever's interested, stop by. We're still live right now. The link is in the description. You will not be disappointed. We're having a great time. Miss Kathy is wilding out. You got to see this, guys.
You're so funny.
I am. And you should see the thumbnail that's going to come with it.
Great. Is it anything we were doing here?
Super inappropriate.
Lovely.
Did you see it yet? Did you get the notification?
No.
Yes, that is my cousin, New Jersey Jeep Girl. We are forever connected. She's one of my first people that I stalked on YouTube because she has New Jersey in her name.
Is she really your cousin?
Yep. We're all cousins, brothers and sisters.
I'm on Jesse's channel because I was uploading her basketball game today, so I didn't get the notification to your thing because I wasn't on my channel. But now I'm on my channel. But I still don't see it. Oh, you're hitting me with a taco? Why is the thumbnail you hitting someone with a taco?
Yo, what up?
I don't get it. Where'd you
What?
get the thumbnail? I don't get it. Why are you throwing a taco at my head?
Did you read the caption?
Live Miss Kathy.
How to get a girlfriend and throw a taco at her.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Get it.
Huh?
I still don't get it.
It's just humor. It's like you look at it like, what the fuck is this even all about, right?
Exactly. That's what I said. I said I didn't say what the fuck is this about. Lorelei says, Miss Kathy, I just got his promo. Does it show you have to go back and look at it? It's cool. Okay. Donna is from Central Jersey.
Donna is?
Bridgewater, Somerset County. Is that near you?
No. New Jersey's like 3 different states. It's like North Jersey's its own state, Central Jersey's its own state, and South Jersey's its own state.
James, he got a private one from you.
I got a private one sent out earlier. Right. All right. Yes, it was private. So I don't know how. That was weird.
Why don't you go back in there and just unprivatize it?
I deleted it because I wanted to go live. I want people to see the live notification.
Oh, okay. I'm not even on my channel. You know, honestly, when I do my real talks, I don't look at the YouTube channel.
You don't?
No, I don't even have it up. Let me see. I'm just gonna. So it says we have 9 watching.
Yeah, that's funny, right?
I'm just happy with the ones who are here, especially my guests.
I'm sorry, I did a promo for that earlier, so it didn't get published. It went private. If you guys can, please, whoever's interested, stop by. We're still live right now. The link is in the description. You will not be disappointed. We're having a great time. Miss Kathy is wilding out. You got to see this, guys.
Not wilding out.
You did. You just cursed.
Oh, I guess it is pretty wild. My husband cusses a lot.
You said mother trucker.
Must make him cuss. That's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, don't make him cuss.
I mean, you know. I guess I don't make him cuss.
You should just feed him chicken nuggets while he's watching a movie, you know? Best wife ever.
I am.
Feed him chicken nuggets while he's watching a movie?
What makes the best wife ever?
I don't know.
You don't even want a wife.
I want someone that's not going to turn on me when things get tough. You know, don't try to blame me for shit going wrong.
Oh, you'll get blamed.
Let's just find a solution to whatever's.
I mean, shame and blame are in this world because we don't belong in this world. So you can't expect someone not to blame you. It's going to happen.
I totally can.
You can decide if you're going to accept the blame, but you can't expect someone's never going to blame you.
Probably why I'll never get married, because I want someone that's going to be like solution driven, not like, you know, blame driven.
When's the last time you were in love?
That fucking bitch Megan.
You ever talk to her? Is this the mother of your children?
No, I can't stand them. I don't want to say hate because that's a strong word. I don't like.
Were you married to the mother of your children?
No, I've never been married.
Does the same boy and girl have the same mom?
Nope. 2 different baby mamas.
And do you still talk to them?
No.
Not at all?
Can't stand them.
So let's say your 19-year-old daughter gets married, and will you see the mom? Like, will you walk her down the aisle? Do you ever think about stuff like that?
If I seen the mom?
Mm-hmm. Like she's going to be at your daughter's wedding, right?
Right. My daughter's 22. My son's 19.
Okay. But your daughter might get married soon.
She might.
Does she have a boyfriend?
I don't know.
When's the last time you talked to your daughter? Like really talk to her. Like not just said, hey, how you doing?
Probably around Christmas time.
Yeah. Does she call you dad?
Yeah.
You feel like you're a dad to her?
Yes.
That's awesome. Don't lose that. It's really important for a girl to have a father.
Right.
I I tell Jessie has 4 brothers, or 3 brothers. I had 4 brothers. She has 3 brothers. I have 4 kids. That's why I said 4. And I tell my kids, because they're in their 20s, and I worried about them when they started dating, and I wanted them to know. I didn't want them to date a girl unless they could look at her as if the girl was Jessie, like their sister. Because I wanted them to realize that girl also is somebody's daughter and has a brother, you know. I think guys need to think about that when they're dating, don't you? Do you think about that when you're dating women?
No.
No. You think you will in the future?
Just being honest.
And I want you to be honest. You think that I change your mind at all? Or make you think about that?
You think I'm lying?
No.
Oh, no. What'd you say?
I said that I change your mind or make you think differently.
I thought you said you think I'm lying. I was like, I don't know. I thought that was a pretty honest answer.
It is.
No, I don't know. Maybe. Like, my focus is not getting a girlfriend right now. Like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not trying to actively seek or pursue that at this point in time.
NJ says, I'm Sofa King, retail all. What does Sofa King mean? Hey, Crimson Fantasy, how are you doing? What does Sofa King mean? Is that like a term I don't know?
I don't know.
What, NJ? What does Sofa King mean?
Don't know.
Do you have anything you want to ask me?
Not off the top, but I'm thinking, right? So as I
Crimson Fantasy, are you connected with him?
All right, I got one for you.
Steve's going to interview me when he gets settled.
If there's one thing that you could change in your life at the, in an instant, what would it be? For better or for worse? If you had like one special
like a
power,
physical thing?
Anything.
I'd probably change my stomach.
Your stomach?
Yeah. It's been stretched a lot. That's probably the only thing I ever regretted. Not getting a tummy tuck or something. Huh?
It's like the most beautiful thing is you gave life to another human being.
It's not very beautiful, trust me.
It depends on your perception,
Yeah, that's true. But that physically, that's what I would have changed. Like I see a lot of women that like want to get tummy tucks and stuff. I tell them to go for it. Well, I did. I don't worry about it anymore, but that's what I would have changed. I don't worry about it anymore, but that's definitely what I would have changed. I almost changed it 10 years ago, 12 years ago, right after I had Jessie. It was really bad, and so I was going to get a tummy tuck. And the day I went in, I canceled it. And I always regret it. Always regret it. But that's okay. That's a long time ago now.
One of them.
What would you change?
About my physical self?
Well, or anything. It doesn't have to be physical.
What would I change in my life at this moment?
Mm-hmm.
Good question, right?
I mean, if it's mentality and stuff like that, I'm pretty happy in my life right now. I don't think I would change anything.
I would be on the West Coast if I could change anything.
Well, you can change that.
I'm going to.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier, like where you were going to go.
Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but that's in the plans. It's in the future.
Somebody's laughing. They're laughing in the chat. I don't know what they're laughing at. Oh, well, Kathy.
They're laughing at you.
We're really somber and like serious tonight. Don't you feel like that?
They're not laughing at you. They're laughing with you.
They're laughing with me. They might be laughing at me.
They might be. Mites live on turkeys' asses. Remember that.
I'm looking forward to Crimson interviewing me. I've not been interviewed on YouTube yet.
No?
Mm-mm.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yo,
Chris Stolt is here.
what up, bro? That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What's so cool about Chris? Tell me about him. I don't know him.
I kind of just met him, right?
But he's your guy.
He is my guy. He'll be my guy forever in a day.
Everybody's your guy or your gal.
Right. It's my
Who
guy.
really inspires you? Who really is your guy or your gal?
Well, real quick, while we're on this subject, Chris,
Okay.
that's Jam and Jammer's son. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with Jam and Jammer. Jam and Jammer Craig recently passed away, but he was a YouTuber. He used to hang out with us for hours on end on my channel. So that's his son.
How did he pass?
He got sick. He had cancer, I guess.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. How old was he? Do you know?
I'm not sure his age. However, he's hung out with me forever, you know. So now that's his son.
Well, welcome to Real Talk. I'm
Glad
sorry to hear you lost your
Chris.
dad. He says, yes, my dad was his guy.
See?
So, Chris, were you on YouTube with your dad? Or are you on YouTube because of your dad?
61.
Oh, he's so young. He says it's okay. Go ahead and tell her. You're muted. Why are you muted?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okie Grower 75. Won't happen again. What won't happen again?
I don't know. Mother Nature, I apologize for my something. And then
Rory wants to know what weight were my babies.
apologize for my drama. I would love to interview. Mother Nature wants to interview you too.
Yeah, I think I should go on Mother Nature's channel.
Well, that would be more your comfort zone. We want to see you step out of your comfort zone. We want to see somebody grill you, Miss Cat. Give you the hard questions, you know?
Yeah, I want to be grilled. I want people to ask me hard stuff.
So I don't
Rory,
know.
the weight of my babies, I had 7 pounds 9 ounces, and then I had 10 pounds 2 ounces, and then I had 9 pounds 15 ounces, and then Jesse was 7 pounds 8 ounces. That was the weights of my babies.
Yo, guys.
Chris said he started YouTube because of his dad.
Exactly. I was just going to say, if you guys can, stop by Chris's channel. I'm about to do it right now. And check him out.
So is the Jam and Jammer channel going to just remain stable, or will you be uploading on that channel as well, or what? Mother Nature, let's hook up on Twitter and we can talk about it and get it scheduled. I would love that.
He doesn't have any content at the moment, but that can change.
He may not know like how to access his dad's channel. So that's something, I mean, so I have so much personal stuff on my YouTube channel. Like a lot of my stuff is on private because it's just like stuff my family did or something I might have told my kids. Like I have a lot of videos that are only just for my kids or my husband.
Right.
But I've kept a diary my whole life. Like since I was 13, I have like so many diaries laying around here. Who, if they read them, who knows? But in the cover of every single diary, I have all of my YouTube account, like passwords and stuff, like just in case, like, you know, if I go, I know that's morbid thinking, but I want my kids to like be able to go into my creator studio, go into my account and like find my videos.
We got to write that information down somewhere.
That's what I was saying. It's in the cover of every one of my diaries. So like if my kids find my diaries in my nightstand or whatever, you know, if I die, like I have written stuff in there, but I also have like, it's easier instead of like, I used to write a lot, but now I just pull up the camera and just tell the camera my thoughts.
I have it biometrically on my phone, which I got to stop doing that because if something happens to my phone or me, nobody will be able to access my phone or my account.
Yeah. Well, I know, and a lot of my stuff is in the cloud or whatever they say the cloud is. I don't know what the cloud is, but it's all in the cloud. But I have my password written down for my kids so that they can access it. Chris says he has his dad's laptop and access to all his stuff, his emails, YouTube. That's awesome. He just has
and
to
you'll
figure it all out.
eventually. You got to just do it.
He says he's still learning. Not on mine. I'll be running my dad's channel. Oh, he's going to run his dad's channel.
That's awesome with his uncle.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I morbidly think of me not being here anymore, and that's why I document everything. Because, I just think I'm the most awesomest person in the world, and somebody's going to want to hear everything I have to say someday.
And they will. They will, honestly.
Just kidding. I do hope my kids at least, care. But I think about like Chris, like he said, his dad's gone and his dad's got memories. I made a video of my father-in-law 2 days ago. My husband's birthday was Thursday, and I was sitting with my father-in-law, and he's 87, has dementia. He said, "Go to the store, give me a card, and I'll put $10 in it." And I'm like, well, I don't, he doesn't need $10. Well, what should I get him? And I said, I think he would really like a video of you saying how proud you are of him or something special about him. I don't need to do that. I'll just call him on the phone and tell him. And I said, very frankly, yeah, I know. I said, because his wife died in 2014, my mother-in-law. And I said, it'd be really nice if you had a video of Joyce looking at you at the camera and saying, "Russ, I love you so much." And he goes, "Where is that?" And I go, "You don't have it, do you?" I said, "You'd like it though, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you right now today like to see a video of your wife telling you how much she loved you?" And so he sat down and he made a video for his son, and I gave it to Chris for his birthday. It was cute. Yeah, it was cute. But yeah, I think it's important to document stuff like that for people for when you're gone.
I'm going to add Mother Nature right now. I got to check her channel out. She seems really awesome.
They want you to chat in the chat so they can find your channel.
I did. I put a few words. I said, "Hey, everyone."
Did you guys find it? Chris says his dad's password was his back in the day, his old pass back in the day. That's awesome. I know. It's just amazing little things. It's little things like that, I imagine, are incredible when somebody does pass on, that they leave something.
Right. It's like a legacy, honestly.
It is a legacy, but I also feel like it's just a way of them still living, they're still with you. Mother Nature says, "Chris, if you need any help at all, I can help you." Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because if you do need help, like figuring out how to get into Creator Studio or, accessing his videos and things like that, I can help with that too. Says, "I don't really stream from this channel much. I'll go get my other one." Mother Nature. You're muted again. He's taking a phone call. Donna says, "My greatest possession right now is a voicemail from my dad for a few years ago." I know. I mean, back before we had actual video cameras and phones, we had our phone recorders that, left a voicemail for someone, like our landlines. I know a lot of people want to hear their voices. I think it's pretty cool. Mother Nature said, "I recently did a remix of Oki's giveaway video." Oh, Oki's here. Oki Grover 75. Chris says, "I'm back in Tennessee, help taking care of my stepdad, who has had 9 strokes, a double amputation of his legs due to a gangrene, and is in the hospital for his heart now." Wow. Chris, you have an incredible journey ahead of you taking care of someone like that. Good for you. Lori says, "Miss Kathy, I used to fire 25-pound artillery rounds at the Tower of London, so I know what it must feel like."
Who said that? Rory?
I don't know what that means. Was I talking about something that I'm
And I know this 5G
That-
got us all right. This old timer syndrome. We're getting it. It's here, Miss Kathy. Oh my
What does that mean, Rory? What? I'm apologize because I can't figure out what in content that came from. I used to fire 25-pound artillery rounds at the Tower of London, so I know what it must feel like. What is he talking about?
I want to quit smoking, take up yoga, and lose about 100 pounds.
I'm getting ready to do a diet. I need to lose some weight.
Look who it is. It's AQT.
Who is HQT?
I fucking love AQT. She's my quilter.
She's putting your package together.
Somewhere.
Is she sending you a quilt?
Ah, that would be great, but I don't think so. I mean, I would be open to it. I would love it. Listen, she's going through some health stuff right now too. She's got a few kidney issues, and they can't figure out what's going on. And she's often in a lot of pain and hasn't been able to partake in the festivities here on YouTube.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We love you, AQT, and we're wishing you well. And she's also does taxes, so it's tax season. It's probably running her into the ground right now. So thank you for stopping in. I know how busy and
yeah, I'm glad to meet you.
She's one of my favorites. And it sucks when people go through things and they drop off, because you get accustomed to talking to people and they're, what'd you say in the beginning? Life outside of YouTube.
Yeah, I do have I have lots of life outside of YouTube. I would love to record more of it. I probably will have to wrap this up because you know why? Don't forget it's daylight savings time, everybody.
That's tomorrow.
Well, it's like, you gotta set your clocks back tonight before you go to sleep.
All right.
So here's what I do. I gotta tell you because I always have little kids in my house, so I already set my clock back at 5 o'clock today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I wanted to be able to be ready to go to bed when I need to go to bed because I don't get to sleep in tomorrow. We have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and head north, and we're going to be at an arena all day volleyball tournament. Jessie plays, just be there by 7:15, and she's playing 12 games of volleyball tomorrow.
Not to put fear or anything into you. That sounds amazing, and I hope you have a great time. But please, Miss Kathy, I just encourage you to enjoy these times, right? Because we are headed for a tough time right now. And until the smoke clears, we don't know what's about to happen in the future. So if you're able to do that, right, just enjoy it. Okay.
Oh, I will. I know it's crazy. They've sent all these emails out that they're not going to handshake at the net.
Right.
They're sanitizing all the balls.
Do you see what I'm saying?
They're putting more hand sanitizer in all the facility bathrooms.
New York?
All the teams that used to
Jersey.
meet at the net and shake hands before the match starts, they're not letting the players touch hands anymore.
In that video that we played, right, that I did, I tell you, your very way of life has been, changed.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to live a whole different way of life. Life as you know it has changed. Hopefully not permanently, right? But look,
it won't be permanent.
Florida, New York, Washington, California, all in these weird states of emergency, right? The last thing we want is any kind of martial law and FEMA and all this stuff going on. So
Laura Lay says she just heard that New York has been put under state of emergency because of the coronavirus.
I want to get out of here too. I'm going to run to the store. But thank you, Miss Kathy.
Thank you for having a real talk with me. I know some of it was just small talk, but I enjoyed it. What time is it there where you are? Because I already switched my clock back, so it's 9 o'clock for me.
It
Not
is
really.
9 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock really, but it is 9 o'clock in my head because I don't want to lose that hour of sleep.
And I just wanted to say, if you're not comfortable with the truther community, just so you guys know, we welcome everybody, right? I have friends. I'm in the makeup community. I'm in the quilting community. I'm in the fishing community. I'm in the hunting community, homesteading community. I'm in the real talk communities. We welcome everybody. You know what I mean? We don't discriminate, and we don't tell anybody they're not welcome to come.
Yeah, be sure and check out his channel if you haven't already. He's a great guy. He's just an all around.
We have the growers, the
teddy bear
420 guys. We have the truckers. We have everybody, man. You know?
Yeah. Would you like about? Did you see the description of the video I put on here?
No. What did you put?
I said, keep an open mind. You might learn something.
You might.
Yeah, it was fun. I feel like I know you even a little bit more. I still could dig a little bit further, but we'll do that later, another
Get
time.
the shovel.
Get the shovel. I'm going to go to bed. Leah says, thanks for your talks, Miss Kathy. I love having real talk, you guys. I don't need 100 people in here watching. I love everyone who's in here and anyone who's doing the replay, and especially my guests.
Well, I think, people are going to come and watch the replay. Because people do. I watch the replays of your stuff. I'm not always able to watch it, because I'm at sleep.
You just got to put it on 2 times speed, right? Listen to me like a chipmunk.
Yo, is that Giggles? Did Giggles change your name?
I don't know, Giggles. Sweet Crazy. Found you high, newbie.
Might be Giggles. I don't know.
I think I remember Giggles whenever James was live streaming all the time. All right. Well, there's Jervis popping in.
All right. Love you, Miss
Everybody's
Kathy.
coming in. If you're going to go live, they should all go over and hang out with you.
You're a fucking rock star. Not tonight. I'm watching a UFC fight tonight. I'm going to watch guys beat the shit out of each other.
Okay. Well, have you seen that video where, what's it called? Fight with My Family? That film?
No. Is it like a UFC fight with your family type
Uh-huh. It's a great movie. You should watch it. It's WWF. It's a family, a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister, and they're fighters, and it's with the guy with Owen Wilson from Wedding Crashers. What's his name?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn's in it, and The Rock is in it. It's a good movie. You should watch it. You would like it. It's called Fighting with the Family.
I'll check it out.
All right.
Love
you, buddy.
Have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Stay corona free, please.
Wash your hands. Don't put your hands and fingers in your noses. Bye.
Good night. How do I leave?